Maisel set designers' husband's family's violent past before murder-suicide. Joseph Azzaretto's family had a violent past before he allegedly killed his wife, Mary Kate Golding, and died at a nearby park as part of a suspected murder-suicide. US previously reported that Azzaretto, 33, was found dead in New York City's Astoria Park in the early hours of Tuesday, July 21. His body was found just hours after he allegedly stabbed Golding, 34, to death in their home and left their 11-month-old son with her body. The tragedy took place 6 years after Azzaretto's younger brother, Nicholas Azzaretto, was arrested after he killed their father, Frank Azzaretto, in February 2020.
Is your pet ignoring the water bowl? The Veckin Pet Fountain keeps water circulating and uses 5-stage filtration to improve taste and reduce impurities. Want to check today's Amazon deal? Scan the QR code now or visit grabdeal.us/5 before it's gone.
The incident took place when Azzaretto, who was 20 years old at the time, and Frank, 58, got into an argument in their home in Monroe County, Pennsylvania, after the patriarch allegedly got into a physical altercation with his wife, Patricia Azzaretto. Nicholas, 26, was charged with degree murder and voluntary manslaughter, according to court documents reviewed by us. It was revealed during the court hearing that Frank Azzaretto had a history of abusive behavior, according to the Pocono record. Frank and Patricia, 58, allegedly got into a fight on February 13, 2020, over the telephone bill, according to the report. The patriarch threw plants and pictures, as well as allegedly threatened to punch his wife. Nicholas heard the fighting from the basement and came upstairs to ask what was going on. Frank then allegedly pushed Nicholas into the basement and closed the door before he continued his fight with Patricia. The defendant then returned from the basement with a shotgun and proceeded to the kitchen area where the victim was still arguing with his wife, the complaint said, per the outlet. The defendant then shot the victim in the upper torso area in the presence of his mother. Nicholas unloaded the shotgun and put it on the kitchen countertop before he called 911 to report what happened. Nicholas pleaded guilty to involuntary manslaughter in November 2021, according to court records viewed by us. He was then sentenced to 10 years of probation, and 2 years had to be under electronic monitoring. 6 years later, the family experienced another tragedy when Joseph and Golding died. Law enforcement sources told the New York Post that Joseph killed Golding before he left their 11-month-old son with her body and headed to the park. He allegedly called Golding's friend to confess that he killed her, and the friend discovered her body and the son after she went to the home. The baby boy is now in the custody of Golding's parents. While authorities have not yet formally classified Golding and Azzaretto's deaths as a murder-suicide, investigators said that they believe the couple got into a fight that resulted in Joseph killing Golding. If you or someone you know is experiencing domestic violence, please call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233 for confidential support.